The year is 2024. America stands at a crossroads, a pivotal moment in its long and storied journey. We are facing a future full of possibilities and uncertainties, a landscape that is both exciting and daunting. How can we, as citizens, navigate this complex landscape and prepare for the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead? The answer, I believe, lies in understanding our past. By studying the echoes of history, we can gain valuable insights into the forces shaping our present and influencing our future. History is not merely a collection of names and dates, it is a living narrative, rich with lessons and wisdom. It is a testament to the enduring human spirit, our capacity for both greatness and folly. By examining the patterns of the past, we can begin to discern the contours of the future. Just as a skilled physician diagnoses a patient by studying their medical history, we, as students of history, can analyze the DNA of our nation to understand its current state and predict its future trajectory. By tracing the threads of cause and effect, by understanding the interplay of economic, social, and political forces, we can gain a clearer vision of what might lie ahead. This video is an invitation to embark on a journey through time, to explore the key events that have shaped the American experiment, and to use this knowledge to make informed predictions about the year 2025 and beyond. Let us delve into the annals of history and see what wisdom we can glean. The past is not a distant, irrelevant relic. It is a mirror reflecting our present and a map guiding our future. Consider the lessons of the Industrial Revolution, a period of immense change and upheaval. It brought about technological advancements that transformed society, but also led to significant social and economic challenges. By understanding how our ancestors navigated these challenges, we can better prepare for the technological revolutions of our own time. Similarly, the civil rights movements of the 20th century offer profound lessons on the power of collective action and the ongoing struggle for justice and equality. These movements remind us that progress is often hard-won and requires vigilance, courage, and a commitment to our shared values. As we look to the future, we must also consider the environmental challenges that lie ahead. The history of environmental movements teaches us the importance of stewardship and the need for sustainable practices. By learning from past successes and failures, we can develop strategies to address climate change and protect our planet for future generations. In conclusion, the echoes of history are not just distant sounds, they are the voices of our ancestors offering guidance and wisdom. By listening to these echoes, we can navigate the complexities of the present and chart a course for a brighter future. Let us embrace the lessons of history, not as a burden, but as a beacon lighting our way forward. Together, we can build a future that honors our past and fulfills the promise of the American experiment. So, as we stand at this crossroads in 2024, let us look back with respect, look forward with hope, and move ahead with determination. The journey through time is not just a reflection on what has been, but a preparation for what is to come. Let us embark on this journey together, with open minds and hearts, ready to learn from the past and shape the future. The echoes of history are calling. Will we listen? The story of America is a tapestry woven with threads of triumph and turmoil, of progress and setbacks. Each thread tells a tale of resilience, of dreams pursued and dreams deferred, of a nation constantly evolving and redefining itself. From the founding ideals of liberty and equality to the tumultuous struggles for civil rights and economic justice, the American journey is marked by pivotal moments that have shaped its identity. The signing of the Declaration of Independence was not just a political act, but a bold statement of human rights and the inherent dignity of every individual. Our nation's history is a testament to the enduring human quest for a more perfect union. This quest is reflected in the diverse communities that make up the American mosaic, each contributing to the rich cultural and social fabric of the country. Landmarks like the Lincoln Memorial stand as silent witnesses to the nation's ongoing journey towards justice and equality. We are a nation forged in revolution, a revolution that was as much about ideas as it was about battles. The American Revolution was a radical experiment in self-determination, challenging the old world order and setting the stage for a new era of governance. Born from the ashes of tyranny, the United States emerged as a beacon of hope for those seeking freedom and opportunity. The Treaty of Paris in 1783 marked the end of the Revolutionary War, but it was just the beginning of the American story. The Founding Fathers, guided by the principles of the Enlightenment, dared to envision a government of the people, by the people, for the people. Their vision was revolutionary, drawing on the ideas of liberty, democracy, and the rule of law. The Constitutional Convention of 1787 was a momentous event, where these ideals were debated, refined, and ultimately enshrined in the Constitution. Their bold experiment in self-governance, enshrined in the Constitution, has served as a beacon of hope for generations of Americans and a model for democracies around the world. The Statue of Liberty, a gift from France, symbolizes this enduring commitment to freedom and democracy, welcoming immigrants and inspiring democratic movements globally. Yet, the path to progress has rarely been smooth. The American journey is fraught with challenges and obstacles, each era presenting its own set of trials. From the early hardships of colonial life to the struggles of the modern era, the nation has continually faced and overcome adversity. The scourge of slavery, a deep stain on the fabric of our nation, would ultimately lead to the Civil War, a conflict that pitted brother against brother and tested the very soul of America. The abolitionist movement, driven by a moral imperative to end human bondage, played a crucial role in this transformative period. The Civil War was a bloody conflict that tested the very soul of America. The Battle of Gettysburg, one of the war's most significant clashes, became a turning point, symbolizing the immense sacrifices made for the cause of unity and freedom. The soldiers who fought and died in this war left an indelible mark on the nation's history. The echoes of that war, and the struggle for racial equality that followed, continue to resonate in our own time. The civil rights movement of the 1960s, led by figures like Martin Luther King Jr., sought to fulfill the promise of equality enshrined in the nation's founding documents. Today, the fight for racial justice and equality remains a vital and ongoing struggle. From the ashes of the Civil War rose a new era of industrialization and economic growth. The Industrial Revolution transformed the American landscape, bringing about rapid technological advancements and the rise of bustling cities. Railroads crisscrossed the nation, connecting distant regions and fueling economic expansion. But this period of prosperity was also marked by deep inequality and social unrest. The rapid industrialization led to harsh working conditions, prompting labor strikes and social movements demanding fair wages and better working conditions. Economic downturns, such as the Great Depression, highlighted the vulnerabilities and disparities within the American economic system. The Gilded Age, as it came to be known, witnessed the rise of powerful monopolies, the exploitation of workers, and the widening gap between the rich and the poor. Figures like John D. Rockefeller amassed immense wealth, while factory workers toiled in difficult conditions for meager pay. This era underscored the need for reforms and the regulation of corporate power. The widening gap between the rich and the poor became a defining feature of the era, leading to the rise of labor unions and social reform movements. These movements sought to address the economic disparities and improve the lives of the working class, laying the groundwork for future social and economic reforms. The American story is one of constant evolution, a tapestry of triumphs and turmoil that continues to unfold. The stock market crash of 1929 was a catastrophic event that sent shockwaves through the entire nation. It plunged the nation into the Great Depression, a decade of economic hardship and social upheaval that affected every aspect of American life. The unemployment rate soared to unprecedented levels, breadlines stretched for blocks, and millions of Americans lost their homes and livelihoods. Families were torn apart, and communities struggled to survive. The Depression exposed the fragility of the American dream and shook the nation's confidence in its economic system. People who once believed in the promise of prosperity found themselves questioning the very foundations of their society. The government's response to the crisis was initially hesitant and inadequate, leaving many to fend for themselves in a time of dire need. The lack of immediate action only deepened the despair felt by countless Americans. Eventually, the government's approach evolved into the New Deal programs under President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. These initiatives aimed to provide relief, recovery, and reform to a nation in distress. The New Deal programs included a wide range of public works projects, job programs, and social safety nets designed to help Americans get back on their feet. From building infrastructure to creating jobs, these efforts were a lifeline for many. From Social Security to the regulation of Wall Street, the legacy of the New Deal continues to shape our nation's social safety net and economic policies. These reforms not only provided immediate relief but also laid the groundwork for a more resilient and equitable society. Today we can still see the impact of the New Deal in our daily lives. Programs like Social Security provide a safety net for the elderly and disabled, while regulations on Wall Street aim to prevent another financial catastrophe. The lessons learned from the Great Depression and the New Deal remind us of the importance of a responsive and responsible government. As we navigate the complexities of our current economic landscape, it's crucial to remember the past. The Great Depression serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of unchecked greed and the vital role of government in safeguarding the well-being of its citizens. By reflecting on history, we can better understand the challenges we face today and work towards a more just and stable future for all. The fight for civil rights and equality for all Americans has been a long and arduous journey. From the abolitionist movement to the women's suffrage movement to the civil rights movement of the 1950s and 1960s, courageous individuals and organizations have fought tirelessly to dismantle systemic racism and discrimination. Leaders like Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, and Rosa Parks inspired generations of Americans with their unwavering commitment to justice and equality. Through peaceful protests, boycotts, and legal challenges, the civil rights movement achieved significant victories, including the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965.